Hello students, today we shall start the chapter alternating current. So what is alternating current? So normally electric voltages or currents are of two types: voltage or current are of two types. One is AC, another one is DC. We already know what DC is. A typical DC voltage is a constant value. It could be any value, let it be V naught. Okay, with time it is constant. But AC is a typical sinusoidal wave, like this. Okay, and here it could be, here the V naught is amplitude, it is not the actual value of the AC. Why it is called alternating current? Because here you can see the magnitude is gradually increasing, then decreasing, then again becoming zero, then from zero it is again becoming negative. That means sometimes it is positive, sometimes it is negative, positive, negative, like this, and so on. This is called positive half cycle. Positive half cycle of the AC and negative half cycle of the AC. One positive half cycle and one negative half cycle constitutes a full cycle of time period T. So this is AC. The voltage of DC is simple, that is 5 volt, 10 volt, like this. AC is represented as V is equal to V naught sin omega t plus phi. Here phi is the phase, and in the wave chapter you already know what phase is, so I am not going for that. Similarly, AC current can also be written as I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus phi. Okay, so these are AC voltages and currents. In our home appliances, the voltage is AC, and of course you do know where DC is used. Okay, normal battery is called a DC source. So now we shall study what is the response of different sort of circuits, that is resistive, inductive, capacitive, all these sort of circuits towards the AC supply. That means if you supply AC voltage to a circuit, then how the circuit elements respond. Okay, so the very common element is our resistor. So first we shall study what is the response of a resistive circuit to an AC voltage. So this is a typical AC voltage symbol. Let it be epsilon. It is applied across a resistor R. This is plus, this is minus, and if voltage is applied, of course current will flow. Let the current be I. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so then let epsilon b is equal to V naught sin omega t. Then our job is to find out what the expression of I will be if this voltage is applied to resistor R. So very simple, just apply Kirchhoff's loop rule across the circuit. So I will start from this point. First is epsilon. It is increasing the voltage minus to plus, that's why it will be plus. plus epsilon. Then if you go like this, here is a drop because resistors are always consuming elements. That means they will always drop the potential. So minus I into R is equal to 0 because there are no more elements to find out. This implies I is equal to epsilon by R. What is epsilon? V naught sin omega t by R. I is equal to V naught by R. I can also write it as I naught sin omega t. Why I naught? For voltage the amplitude is V naught, so for current amplitude is I naught. So where I naught is equal to V naught by R. This is the current amplitude and this is the instantaneous current expression. Okay. Here what are the observations we just found? Observation 1 is the amplitude of the current is dependent upon the amplitude of the voltage, for sure. But look at the phases. Here phase is omega t, here is also phase omega t. That means no phase difference, 0. That means how to draw the waveform here? Let us draw the waveforms. First I will draw the voltage waveform. Voltage waveform is simple. It is a typical sinusoidal wave. Its amplitude is V naught. This is pi and this is 2 pi. Now how the current waveform will be? Of course this is sine wave, this is sine wave, so it will be also sine wave, no doubt. Now here the phase difference is 0. That means voltage is starting here means current will also start here. Amplitude V naught, here I naught. Relationship is this much. That means V naught by R means amplitude is decreasing. I naught is somehow less than V naught. So it will be somehow lower. But its phase is same, so it will be starting here and ending here. Similar is the case for negative half cycle. It will be a smaller wave. Okay. So this amplitude is nothing but your I naught. So this is the waveform of current and voltage for a typical resistive circuit. So much for this class. In the next class we shall discuss the power consumed by the resistor in an AC circuit. That means if an AC voltage is applied, how much power will be consumed by this resistor R. Okay, in the next class we shall discuss it. Thank you.